Welcome back, guys, CryptoFly channel. Today I would like to talk about a backtest and the forward test and why it's really important in your trading journey. Let's dive in. First of all, you have to understand the big difference between the backtesting and the live account. And no matter how cool and how good your strategy looks like, how amazing win rates on the backtesting with all stats, in reality, when you will start do absolutely the same things, the same trades, the same logic with real account, with real money, the results will be totally different. So it's first main things what you have to understand, because everybody talk about a backtesting. It's like a magic. It's a magic pill. It's a solution for all of your losses. No, it's not. And on this channel, we talk about real trading reality, how it's works in real life, with all good and bad situation after the backtest or in a live account. The backtesting is so important because it's give you, first of all, you will find the behaviors on some assets, because different assets, totally different behavior on charts. Absolutely. Some tokens move so often with the wicks because of low liquidity. BTC, rare, can find this type of wick. And yes, it's important because, of course, it was at the upbeat listing, but here, just the wick 55%. It's a totally different backtesting with different assets. Compound, for example, Ethereum, Sol, Algorand, or some random meme tokens. With the meme sector, we can find some crazy green candles right from nowhere. For me personally, it's not good to backtest these low cap tokens because it not give you the real stats. Mostly it's just a pump and dump. It's from market makers, and I need to find some asset more stable. Some of this stable coin, the stable coin, not like USDT, USDC. It's what I found. It's Link. Link moves so accurate. It's pretty good for trades. You have to understand what exactly you want to test. Because if you use the reply bar, by the way, the backtest you have to, and you can do on TradingView using the reply bar. Reply bar available only for premium users. So on a free account, I guess you can't use the reply bar. It's not real money, of course, you have to understand it. But you have to understand what you want to test. You can't just test blindly, I'm buying here because I feel it. No. For example, I want to test the entries from order blocks or from 1 hour favorable gap intraday. So it's a condition. The size, what do you trade? Use the stop loss per trade. So 1%, for example. And it's your condition. And you have to manually track it. Also, I recommend you to choose one asset for the backtest. For example, you choose the compound, use the reply bar, and you can test, let's say 1 month. You want to see the result for 1 month, one single month. Better, of course, use the reply bar randomly. I want to show you how it looks like. Trade and backtest intraday. So we talk about intraday. It's about the sessions, Asia, London, and New York session. We not backtest the weekly. Of course, if you're the investor, if you're the swing trader, for example, position trader, you can backtest it in the weekly. But if we talk about intraday, you have to backtest the daily. Next one, you have to understand the global trend and understand the structure. Next one, I open the session account. You can go to indicators, type sessions, and find any of these indicators. I use, for example, here, this one is pretty good one too. Sessions. In settings, you can adjust it to your color and all of this stuff. So it's just showed you the sessions of the day. Tokyo session, London session, New York session. It's give you a lot of information, right? Here's another one example. Trading session. So sweep the liquidity of the previous sessions or the previous day. I have to build a logical entry. I use the money power indicator inside a day, right? I use sometimes, time to time, I double check with the market mood indicator, and sometime like confirmation, just like confirmation, it's trade on indicator. Got it. Now I will show you just example of the backtest, right? And by the way, I use the opens, indicator opens. It's totally free. And after that, I will show you the forward test. So we chose the asset, right? We use the reply bar. We can select the bar by ourselves, right? On 12th time frame, for example, or select the date or choose the random bar. So let's use the random bar. It's give us the April 25. Now let's use another one. Here, this is much better. It's October 21. All right. Here I have to add the quantity. Quantity 2, it will be the 2 compound token. We are in a local downtrend on 12 time frame. I can see we build a liquidity. Here. This liquidity pool. And this one like equal lows. Got it. So I move on to the 1 hour time frame. And I start looking the fair value gaps and liquidity pools. Right, so I turn on the sessions. I want to see the sweep of this low. I move on to the 15-minute time frame. Let's mark this like liquidity. I want to show you just example how you can use it, you know. I can open trade, but with my like real time, how I could trade in real life. For example, I will never open the trades at almost midnight. I go to sleep. At this time, I won't trade. That's why I need to skip it. Forwards, I need the morning. So I need some morning, at least 8 a.m. Like we can see here, the Tokyo sessions. I want to see the test of the weekly. 8. So here, I'm waking up. I want to see the test of the weekly open. It's Wednesday and open short. All right. Here, for example, I will be ready to open short here with a target under this liquidity pools, like 3% and 1% stop loss. Or then Tokyo session. So let's check and wait. Bam. For example, I press sell here. So the entry is logical one. Why? Because we test the weekly open here on trade on. We saw the buyback signal. It's a 15-minute time frame. Here's a total A3. Soon we will see the money outflow. It can be right entry or wrong entry. We can't know. That's why we move on to the 5-minute time frame. On the 5-minute time frame, we get a confirmation like to sell. And I can back test the entries. I guess something wrong with the size. Bam. We got a stop loss. Here, stop loss. I can press flatland. Bam. And here's the result. Right? A right entry, and I could fix the profit. Here like 1%, but this is not that ratio what I'm looking for. And we sweep the Tokyo session. And this is how you can back test. You need to build a logic what exactly you want to test. Bam. We sweep this high. Press sell. And we move higher, right? And definitely that time we already could fix a stop loss. So the logic was like correct for entry, but because we need to grab the liquidity under. We build liquidity, but it took time, you know, and we can fix. So here you could see the result of your backtesting. The same story, guys, you can use for a forward test. Same like a backtest, but in real life. In real time, not in real life. Both of that backtest or forward test, it's not real money. You go into trading panel here, choose the paper trading. If you need it, you can go and find the big video about paper trading on the channel. Type it, connect here. You will get the size of, you can create as much as possible account, create account, add the size of your equity, right, and trade it. Click trade, hide it. And the same way you can use the paper trading, trade, choose the market, limit, stop, and all of this stuff, right? For example, market order and press buy. And the main story of this backtesting, guys, you have to use the trading journal. Yes, it's the most boring moment of all this job. You can create a Notion database. For example, here I can type the trading pair, and I type the compound, choose the date, for example, today, position long short, let's say short, session in London session, result stop loss, market perp, risk was 1 per trade, risk ratio was 2, for example, the money I lost $14. Notes, in notes I'm always trying to add some psychological moments and explain my mistake or what I did correct. And in screen you can share. Here you can type the copy link, right? And you paste it here. So at the end, you always come back and double check what you did right or wrong. At the end, when you get this table, you can calculate the sum here. Come on, sum. In Notion, with the formula, you will count the summarize the profit, summarize the risk. Risk could be always 1%. Risk ratio, 1 or 2 or 3 or 5. You know, you can track what a profit with this strategy you backtested you got, what the risk ratio was with that type of strategy. Market is always could be the perps. How many stop losses and how many take profit did you get? And what more profitable trading session personally for you? What's you prefer to trade more profitable? It's a short position or long positions? What assets? So guys, this is a really, really good like a playbook for you with full of stats, your personal stats on some different tokens. And when you zoom out with 100, for example, hours of backtesting, you will find the behaviors, you connect the dots, what works, what not. And at the end, you can start use it on real account. So guys, I hope you like this video. Write us in the comments, do you use the backtest or not? And if you use it, how often do you trade in live account, for example, after the backtesting? Subscribe channel, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Don't forget, join my Telegram channel. See you next time, guys.